Ja, det är Xenoxis testade som mostly show for the 8th of August 2025, part 4? 5? Part 4, I think. So this is like a fish version of the dinosaur. Well, that's actually very good XP. Considering how quick you could kill it. So that's how to early heal was kind of waste. $200. Okay, this takes me down somewhere at least. I'm guessing it connects to all of that. I mean, that seems nice and everything, but I feel like we need to check towards the wall there, so there isn't anything there. No. Because that's probably going to be a power path over there as well. The question is that where we meant to go though, is the question. Because that could be the case if they want us to go northeast. You know, that this will be the path then. Because this does not seem to connect to that pirate place I'm talking about. Unless, you know. Let's see where does this take us. There you go over to the east last it. Shoot uplands. Yeah, Alfenheim. Yeah, I think it's Alfenheim that is there that I'm thinking about, the town. So does that mean that it's going to be a path here where you get to choose where to go? Shut uplands. East. Okay, this is east. Yeah, this looks kind of like. Okay, so sheet uplands is there. Okay. So, I mean, we still want to go to whatever that area is in the middle there. It looks a lot more like the place. And this is where corals are. Because these are the ones that you want to poach. Hopefully there aren't flying birds here at all. Because if this is because it's the curls that you poach with, because you don't even have poach learned yet. Alright, no. We did not pick up poach. We need to pick it up, of course. So we can see how many characters actually have access to it. They could just solo that on her own. It's kind of like when you reach this point of now we need to go to arcades, that's kind of when the game physically definitely opens up. Like there's just so much stuff that you get to do and stuff that, you know. Because it just opens up tremendously, it feels like. But can I? Under 13, yes. Oh damn. Yeah, I can wait. I don't need to waste the high potion. Because you're the guy. There we go. That's enough. And where the golden amulet and no Paul ring. Right, magics will not bounce off targets with reflect starter, so that means all the magics that she cast. We don't want to get the golden amulet on you. So that she can benefit from that. So ally 40% is Kraga, 6% is Kyora. So yeah, so the Paul ring is, yeah, and it's like what? It's from 57, right? Is the default if I remove this, yeah. So 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. So 5 plus magic and 2 plus defense. And that might just look like, oh, that's just a small increase, but that is actually big. Stuff that, you know. Yeah, it went through there as you saw. And these are Marlboro Kings, yeah. The one that you kind of meet in the sewers that you will already have defeated at this point. It's in the sewers when you're hunting the white moose. For example, these are in the sewers as well. Right, and who is the best one? Factory, bra. I think I must have seen it wrong, because I think that I affected slow on them. And my movie managed to resist the status. I know that if we could just reach the city, we could get also a two-handed weapon that way. Because the city has very good gear that we can get. Except I'm guessing we're probably not allowed into the city. That's what I'm guessing. It's crazy to get many locations that are in this. But yeah, but I don't know always if the treasure is always the good, like a two-handed sword, if it's always going to be one, but it's not guaranteed to just be the super high-level version and stuff that, you know. Because it still says that it's to the northeast there, okay, this thing. Yeah, but if I'm close there, we need to see what that middle area is there. Imagine if that secret path just allowed us to skip a boss. There's a lot of enemies here. There's a flying enemy, but that's some kind of wyvern. A bell wyvern. This is weak to water, meaning I wish we had. Do we have? Do we have lightning fang? Actually, let's go into inventory here. How to sort of that. Can we defeat you? Wow, she does. She doesn't do much damage to at all. Can we use deactivate the water weak? Have you attack? Does that mean that you regular attack now? Right, it can actually cast spells on us. That's not the most effective thing though. I think we reflect Gale on it though. Yeah, it's when it casts fear, that's when you do a lot of damage to it. That was actually pretty funny though. So yeah, we need a stronger water spell. Arioga istället för dagar till dagar blir dagar slipka. Shock Toxify Scourge Flare Escape. You get more max HP boom. Swiftness is there. Right. Telekinesis there. Inget terminal 3 där. which is why you really want to check around these, because the locations of certain other treasures here is a bit annoying. I think we need to go east. Well, I'm not 100% certain. I can switch down a little bit. So a little bit lower. I don't think that bad. Of course, just because we have reflect set up, I don't think that just makes the bomb fight the cakewalk, if I remember correctly, because I'm pretty certain that the bomb uses a spell that quote-unquote technically heals them. You know, those bombs tend to have like fire spells. Okay. And the treasure is there. I mean, yes, I know that we can tank with like two-handed swords as well, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And I think that there were like benefits to using like the two-handed swords. Come on. Because I know that the place at least was connected to like the pirate place, so the place that she mentioned, the Heim or whatever it was at the end, or whatever it was, that is the place that it connects to that place basically. Like, it's not the first connection to that place, but it's on one of the maps at least where there is a certain treasure that can quote contain a two-handed weapon. Now, couldn't it be as low as a claymore? Yes, but it can also be, I believe, the defender. It can also be quote save the queen, I believe, as well. I'm also still getting stuff very quickly from Excalibur. Except that it's meant to be a yoke weapon, right? So like they didn't like make it like more powerful than this, right? That's so neat to hear. Get gamuts. Swiftness. I'm gonna connect to that. Nice. That means now we can have this set up here. 5 week. Fear, which costs 38, which is super expensive, of course. But that also means that the license on her that she want to go with, we want to get the we want to get the, what is it, spade swing. Is this where exactly? Sage ring max XP earlier. There it is. So once we have 70, we can get Sage ring. And we set up Sage ring on her. Because Sage ring will of course mean that, yeah, I can half the MP cost. Because yeah, you can see Fira, for example, is 16, Tundara is 18, Blizzard is 20 and stuff like that, but yeah, so having that is a big deal. But it's is that 19 then? Maybe. I want to be really mad. Now it's on the other side, or what? Didn't we specifically go over there to get that? Oh, they used. That's a bunch of statuses actually. Let's actually have him use not get. Let's have him actually use so what is the yeah. Nah, assume on yourself. Nah, actually. I can use Chroma steer that. I thought she was gonna heal actually and stuff like that maybe. Of course he has over 4k health now. But it's weird, as I talked about earlier, how certain characters stat made no sense. Like Giant Stone Bow, okay, that's well right. Yeah, that's almost. But isn't Giant Stone Bow lower than the one I was using before? Yeah, Burning Bow was actually better than the Giant Stone Bow. And then that is there. But then when you go and try and get it, it seems that it's. Let me double check here again. Okay, I missed. Was that can happen? Okay. So that's of course the thing that they're all using, but yeah. Plus the can hat here would actually be. Of course it would give me more magic power, more magic resist. And it's still the luck because that doesn't affect my armor. Because it's this that would affect my armor. Stuff that, you know. Yeah, but the magic power of course does a lot, but it depends on what weapons you're using, of course, obviously. One other flying one. kill that this time. If possible, at least I want to try and avoid it. And then this became grayed out. And now this map is grayed out all of a sudden. But that's because it's when it's selected. That's weird. There's an area skin. I forgot if it's that you need to get all of them, if you need to get all of the different, like, you know, star signs. You know. Listen up to the treasure here. I wanna see here though, so there wasn't like a hidden treasure over here, whatever it is. No. But it feels like I need to go over here and check. Just double it to make sure. Running here now because I don't want to fight them again and stuff that, you know, if we already cleared out here. Be good. Because I mean, often something that this game allows you is that you can often see the cities from a distance. Use this key to get in. Yeah, because it doesn't even show up here in the hunts. Ooh. Yeah, because the points goes up not just from doing actual hunts, but actually also from just killing enemies. So that, you know, and if that to do with filling up the beast there, that's what gives you the points as well. I think maybe it's just every single kill that you do. Okay. Kings. Those are the ones that you meet in the sewers actually, so that when you first encountered them in the sewers, of course, it was a long time ago, of course, because that's when you were hunting the white flan, like the moose, this one. In Gamma-City Waterway, that's when you actually encountered like the Overkings first. Stuff that's here. But then they were pretty annoying and stuff there because they would often get off one of their breaths and stuff that, you know. Making it so that you went through a lot of Chronos tears and stuff that. One Saga mouse is actually very nice though. The question is right if you use that, for example. When there's all allies in range invisible, that doesn't mean that you don't aggro stuff. So if you have access to that spell, for example, if you would have access to that spell, right, then you can Spanish on everyone. Does that mean that I can use like just go and loot every treasure and stuff that and don't have to worry about, you know? Because I'm pretty certain I remember that being a threat that you get Vanish Hagen and you just cast Vanish Hagen and you know you can just go around and loot stuff. Of course, but with the increased speed, of course, it's harder to control. Of course, like using like 4 times speed and stuff, that is not always a good idea. Of course, it's not this now. För det fältet kan man se liftbastan. She needs to get. She needs to get. Yeah, 70. I think I gave her the golden. Yeah. Okay, is there a reason why she isn't healing? It is Kragen Cura that is set up. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, she's less likely to do it if we have Reflect up. But I don't know, release that percentage. Because I feel like you're less than the 60% now at this point. It might be that she's almost used at the trigger and stuff that, you know. Wow, there's a bunch of ones that we missed here actually. Yeah, wow, he's for 1.4k now. Did we shake away, by the way? Yeah? There's 3 paths here. But all of them are to the east. About, yeah. And that's the thing that he tries to use the breath on her, which is actually very good and stuff like that, because yeah. I wanted out does the holy spell even if an undead isn't weak to holy, for example, does holy always do a lot of damage to undeads? That's the question. Yeah, you see that my board they missed bad breath completely. So of course we're gonna take a lot more damage if I equip, for example, a two-handed weapon, and I feel like the two-handed, like it would make more sense to only have on boss, for example, and not have on her. Because that path takes you over there, so that path takes you to the area that connects down there. That's what it looks like at least. Yeah, it's really annoying when you come to places and then it's like starts being like, okay, like really annoying to find some of the treasures because having to check around certain things, like because sometimes there are certain camera angles of course that can make, but because I thought that would be a dead end of course down there, and that was like supposed to be a treasure location or something. Oh, there's one here. The crystal shields kind of make a lot of sense also, especially if you would consider shield bashing. Sadly, there is no shield bashing in this stuff that, but still, like, because, of course, but they might say, oh, but crystals are weak, and stuff that sort, but, I'm pretty sure that always the crystal equipment is meant to be quote-unquote magical always in fancy games and stuff that, so, that's usually what makes them so powerful. Like, maybe not always, but I'd actually increase the one a little bit awesome as well. Let's put it on a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Cool, so then lana. It is really annoying, of course, when you have one character, because yes, this is like ineffective here, and that's why I wish there was something like, like, oh, if they have several statuses, then you cast the Simna right. Basically. And she still needs the 74 for century. And Boss is getting what? He's getting this. What are we getting? There it is. And then we get access to this, both Fear and Poison and Tundra and Blissara. Yeah, because that will have blocked off somewhere else. So that, because at all of them now with all three, right? That's them with all of them. Okay, there you can see all the remedy lores there. Remedy lore 2, remedy lore 1. Wow. And he already has remedy lore 3, so those are all the extra things that remedy can cure. Plant sleep at fire, so yeah, so the berserk isn't there. So it's okay, so there's 2 lists. Those are all the spells, of course. There's so many spells in this. Almost there. And also boss. We also almost here. Not bro. And I will not fog of war there for some reason. Yeah, I'm really wondering if we will be able to enter that town now that I'm thinking about. Because I know in that town you can straight up just buy the claymore in that town, but the claymore is very, very expensive. Which is why finding another 200s is really good. Yeah, so this is exactly the same area and stuff that, like both of them connected to it. Because maybe this path, maybe this middle path would have quote-unquote continued on upwards and then gone to, you know, stuff that, if you get what I mean. You know. This time there. Right, but I still like so very good, of course, because time and Henry's worth quite a bit. Except of course sadly the gear doesn't show up, you know, and stuff that, you know, like it would have been really cool to see like what the armors could actually look like and stuff that, you know, if the characters could actually be equipped with them, you know, and stuff that. Because if you consider how good like the weapons look like and stuff that, and the machines and stuff that, and the 2-handers, you know. And there's nothing here, you know. Actually, let's check over here first. So there isn't any trash. Because you know we do love sneaky treasures at times. So we would want to use like, if we go there. Yeah, we do have a car down out. But but then why isn't that an actual spell, you know, and stuff that, like, why isn't there stronger, like, water magic then, you know, and stuff that, if there's stronger wind magic? Was that something they never got, like, done with coding or something like that, right? Like, why? Because, you know... Remote is nice. 1.4k now we heal for. So her magic status now, magic power 63. Right, and almost have it. Almost have the 70 needed for this. I mean, yeah, sure, there is no risk that you will be running out of MP anytime soon and stuff like that, but yeah. Of course, if we get more of the spells. Oh, this way this is... I thought there would be a treasure here, but there's not. I thought there would be a treasure there, but... I thought bird doesn't chase for better actually. I think we checked everywhere there. Let's go. I'm also pretty certain that the town, by the way, we will be able to see from a distance and stuff like that, yeah. I don't know also if I'm remembering things correctly, but I think that it's supposed to be in the middle of enemies almost, the treasure that I'm thinking about. Vacuous Flame is nice though. Of course, if we get Berserk, this of course that, you know, that she is the one with the curing spells. Well, Flame Tank, yeah, but that's actually weak. Yeah, the Flame Tank is weak. But that's nice with the Fire Sword though. Because that could actually be worth selling just because it's not the lowest level tier weapon, it's still like a decent, like, sellable tier. Okay, so that's the path over there. You take. I'm hoping to see them and now being like a defender or claymore or simply queen or whatever, you know. Because yeah, it's Defender Save the Queen, it's Claymore, and then Defender Save the Queen, and then Ultima Blade, and then Ragnarok, and then Excalibur. Yeah, and the trial mode, by the way, is the best thing that you can do and stuff there, because like in trial mode, there are basically certain enemies that you can steal like unique things from. So that, but then there are also as drops, I believe, that you can get certain things. force streams. Okay, so you can get the license now. Yeah. Right, was there something special I was after? I forgot. So, the sales ring. So put some bolt here, even though it won't affect him right now. Because they don't continue gaining, of course, when they're not in the party and stuff like that, which is a bit sad, of course. I can understand, because otherwise it would have been too easy to level certain characters up. But yeah. Can I check now what does that update here immediately? I would say it shows up as 38 there. But I'm guessing if I go in on her actually here. So 38 to... Wow, it actually gets reduced by more because half of 30 is of course 15. And stuff that, you know, and it said like 38 on the thing. But that's of course because she has more reductions, right? Because she has... Like, yeah, channeling, she has a bunch of channeling as well, reduce magic and because by 10%. Yeah, she has a few of those, I believe. If you want this, there a way to see. I think you can see the passives. Anyway. Like, it would be nice if you could use, you know... If you want this, is there a button press on the board? You can press that on the board, I know about that. You can use press square on the board as well. But then that doesn't super helpful because it still doesn't show like the passives that you have. Because the passives are of course really important. But yeah, because otherwise of course, if it would have been 38 still in the cost, then it would have not been that. It would have just been 30. So it's getting reduced from the 38 is getting reduced down to 30, and then it gets only 15 in cost then from having a thing. So yeah, so making Firaga 15 in cost instead is pretty insane. I did set up the gambit already, right? Yeah, 5 weeks then Firaga. Right, that was because we got MP full there. And we're almost out of time. I mean, I would like to reach that place. She's 50 now. That's good. That's normally when I want to replace the character with someone else, but you know. I'd actually keep her around still. Okay, let's just run. And there's the treasure. I hope this is not it. Ah. This was of course quite a small area here. I think we need to keep going east. Oh. So I don't remember 100% what the character said. Where it's supposed to is, where it's supposed to be. This is blocked. This is the road to Strobe steps, okay. And we cannot get past here. Because there's rocks in the way. That's a convenient save though for us. And I don't have to worry about when the timer ends and stuff like that, you know. I mean, I would have liked to be able to show you the two-handed weapon and stuff there, because I do remember it looking pretty cool. And stuff like that, you know, but yeah. So that means that we probably can reach the pirate place somewhere. So yeah, let's get over there quickly and then just escape, just flee. Would have liked to try and look at that though. Okay, so oh, that was perfect there, the remedy in that situation. I don't bother with the bird. There is a treasure here, is this it actually? Of course, yes, he can do a lot of damage to himself. But yeah, I mean, of course that is good, like, because if it actually hits us with fear, then that's very good. The breath doesn't get reflected back, it's basically that, because that feels like a dumb thing to have to rely on, basically, and stuff like that. I mean, if they ever do like a remake of this, or whatever, right? Like, then there definitely needs to be things that, oh, when you're affected by multiple things, or if, for example, if say something is weak to something and then you cast a spell, but then you could be like, if the spell deals less damage than this number, then don't do that, and instead physical attack, you know, and stuff like that, you know. So that could be something that, you know. Like, even if something is weak to something, if it just deals too low damage, then it doesn't feel like it's worth it, you know. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this, and I will try and upload this after this, of course, but it means probably that some of the clips will not come up until tomorrow, or basically past midnight, so it will count as the next day, basically, and stuff like that, you know. Anyways, see you all next time.